Now then, peeps, welcome to another episode of Worth the Calories, not including the little specials that I've done, like the Benidorm ones or the McDonald's one. We are on episode 10. We're into double figures already. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at some foods and see if they are worth the calories. First up in this episode, we've been to Aldi and we've got the new Mega Toasties cheeseburger and cheesy bean and sausage. There is a chili con carne one, but I drew the line at that. Anyway, 558 calories for this badger, 508 for this one. You cook them in the air fryer, so let's get them cooked. I'm going to tell you they're worth the calories. Okay, here they are, air fried to perfection. I'll put a picture in as well, just in case you couldn't see them properly. Now, before I get tucking into these, I want to put in a little disclaimer. These I would class as a treat food. So I'm only looking at the calories. I'm not going into protein or fiber because this is not something I would eat every single day. So yeah, I've stuck them in the air fryer. I've done them for 8 minutes at 160. And then 2 minutes at 200 to kind of crisp them up on top. I'm most looking forward to the cheeseburger one. Not the cheeseburger one, sorry. The sausage, cheese and bean melt one, because I love a sausage, cheese and bean melt from... where do I love them from? Oh, Greg's, of course. Okay, so here we go. So I don't know if this has had long enough at all, really. They look hot, they look cooked, they're crispy. Don't look that melted on the inside, but they are piping hot. Oh, there's a bit of a cheese pull. Anyway, I'm going in with the cheeseburger one first. This is 558 calories. It needs to be good for that. It really does. For context, I make a banging cheese and ham toasty for 400 calories. That is loaded with protein. So for me to want to have one of these instead of that is, yeah, they're going to have to go some way. Anyway, let's go. You know, we've got to go in twice. Can't lie, it's delicious. It does taste just like a cheeseburger. It's got like Big Mac sauce on it. And maybe possibly could have cooked them for another minute or two. I think the cheese could be a little bit more melted. They are hot in the middle though. I've got to think about it because, like I say, there are a lot of calories. They are a lot of calories, but it's absolutely, yeah, that is delicious. That is really good. I didn't expect it to be. Honestly, I was not buzzed up about these at all. Okay, let's have a look at this cheese. Now this, I am excited, a little bit excited about, I suppose, because that has got a nice cheese pull. I hope you can see that there on the camera. It's cheese, beans, little bits of sausage, nice crispy top. Now this is going to be a hot one, right? Again, I can't lie. It's lovely. It's lovely. But you know what? I didn't think this would be the case. I think I prefer the cheeseburger one to the cheese, bean and sausage one. It is a tough one. Do you know what? Yeah, they're really, really nice. They taste lovely. They are quite calorific. Again, I'm classing it as a treat food. It's not something I'd eat on a day-to-day basis. I'm not going to eat them all. I'm going to have half of one and half of the other. Well, finish off half basically for my lunch. Yeah, do you know what? They're lovely, and I would have them again as a treat. Would I eat them on a day-to-day basis? Absolutely not. But as a little treat, Saturday, Sunday, if you banked a few calories and you want a mega toasty, which is what they are, yeah. I didn't expect it at all. They are delicious. So are they worth the calories? I'm going to go, yeah, they are. I always forget to do this as well. I'm going to rate them out of 10. The cheeseburger one, 9 out of 10. The sausage, cheese and bean melt, 8 out of 10. First up today, we are on some brand new protein mousses. MyProtein Mousses in collaboration with Muller. The protein mousse, it came out about, I'm going to guesstimate, 2, no, not 2, I'm going to go 3, 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But the first brand that I ever had was Erman that came into Aldi, which you can now still get in big chain supermarkets because Aldi ousted Erman and created their own Brook Lear range. And then Lidl have followed suit and they've done a protein mousse as well. I think that's about it for the protein mousses. There's a few different protein puddings, but yeah, tell me if I'm wrong. I think there's only Erman, Aldi and Lidl that do a protein mousse. Well, until now, like I say, MyProtein has entered the game. And out of all these kind of protein desserts that started to come about, you know, the mousses and the puddings, the chocolate Erman or the Brook Lear Aldi, because they're basically the same, are the GOAT. They're absolutely amazing. I absolutely love them. So let's see what the Muller MyProtein collab has got to offer. What calories are in this one? 168 calories for 20 grams of protein, which is pretty much in line with the other ones. Yeah, I've got chocolate flavour and I've got salty caramel flavour. The chocolate flavour I absolutely love of the Aldi one. The salty caramel one, I've not had it for ages, but from memory, I wasn't a massive fan. So let's see what these offer. Anything different? Or are they basically just going to be a carbon copy? These were on offer, 3 for £4.50. Individual price, I'm going to guess at £2, which isn't cheap. Certainly more expensive than than like I said, the Aldi offering. Anyway, let's go in. Smells good. Is it 200 grams? Yeah, it's 200 grams, so it's same size. Always having 2. Okay. It's a while since I've had the Erman one or the Aldi one. This is denser. From memory, this feels denser. It feels a thicker yogurt, not as light. And it just says chocolate flavour. Now, I really like the milk chocolate flavour. This definitely has more of a hint of dark chocolate. Yeah, for me personally, high protein, low fat chocolate flavour mousse with sweeteners. Yeah, I think this is definitely more down the darker chocolate front than the milk chocolate front. That's just my own personal taste. What am I going to rate it? It's nice. I'm not saying it's not nice. But it doesn't quite feel... When I first tried the milk chocolate Erman or Aldi one, it felt indulgent. It felt like it wasn't a protein mousse. It was just an indulgent milk chocolate mousse. And the bonus was it was very low in sugar and very high in protein. That, for me, is nowhere near as good as those two, like the Erman or the Aldi, which I can't separate. I think they're basically a carbon copy of each other. This isn't as good. It's quite expensive as well. Macros are decent, 168 calories for 20 grams of protein, decent. But is it worth the calories? For me, I think the Aldi one's slightly lower calorie than that and is much better. So I think there's better offerings. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. And for me personally, because I think there's better out there on the market for less money, for a better flavour, it's a thumbs down. Not worth the calories. Let's move in to the salted caramel one. Okay, this is obviously salted caramel. I assume it's got a bit of chocolate in there. Fat reduced coat. Yeah, so it's got a bit of chocolate in there. So it's high protein, low fat, salted caramel flavour with sweeteners. It looks lighter, so I assume this might be a bit more milk chocolate, but obviously with the salted caramel twang. Straight away, this one is a lot lighter than that one. It feels creamier as well. I like that, I do, I like that. It's ages again since I've had the Aldi protein mousses. And I have tried their salted caramel one. Are they as good as this one? I honestly, I can't compare. I can't really remember. So I'm just going to kind of rate this on its own. The chocolate one, I can remember the others, and that's not as good. This is really good. I'm not the biggest salty caramel fan. I might have said this before on one of these videos. Certain things that are salty caramel are sensational. Certain things that are salty caramel just miss the mark completely. This is decent. This is more like, yeah, a milk chocolate mousse with a salty caramel twang to it. And yeah, it feels, like I say, it feels indulgent. The chocolate one doesn't. This does feel, yeah, a bit more indulgent, like it's a good mousse. And if someone went, yeah, but did you know it's low in sugar and it's high in protein? I've got, oh, really? That's just a massive bonus. This one is 170 calories, so just 2 more than that one for 20 grams of protein. And for me personally, I'm just rating this off the bat. I'm not going to compare it to any other one because I can't quite remember what the salty caramel ones are like. That is decent. For me personally, it is better than that one. I'm not going to go wild about it. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. And is this one worth the calories? Well, that one to me is better than that one. Macros are decent. And yeah, do you know what? Would I have that again? Would I be disappointed if someone handed me one? Absolutely not. So this one is going to get a thumbs up. Right, let's continue with the MyProtein theme because it's Christmas in a couple of months. Therefore, I am trying to empty out my freezer to make room for Christmas goodies. And the other day, I came across this, which I must have bought. I have no idea how long ago. The date on it is 25/09/2024. So it is a couple of weeks past its date, but it's been frozen, so I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, rooting in the freezer, I managed to find some of this MyProtein Chicken Kebab Meat. So I thought, you know what, let's cook it up as we've just done a MyProtein mousse, and let's try it out. It just says chicken kebab meat. I don't know if there's any further description. It's chicken breast. 85% of it's chicken breast, and then it's got some water in there. Salt, pea fibre, some cornstarch, a few other bits and pieces, herbs, spices, basically in the coating. 100 grams is 146 calories for 22.7 grams of protein. So the macros on it are great, just pretty much the same, not a million miles away from normal chicken. Anyway, here we go. Let's try it out. It has literally just took me about 5 minutes to chew that. Why? Because I've overcooked it. It did say 6 minutes in the air fryer. And I've ended up doing it for about 8 minutes. Just, I like to give it a little bit extra just to be kind of safe. So it is slightly overcooked. But, do you know what? The flavour of it is really, really nice. It's not what I expected. I think it's shredded thigh and breast maybe mixed together. Now, you're kind of getting another 2-for-1 in this little section because I'm going to put some of this Heinz house dressing on it, which is basically like a yogurt sauce. Perfect for kebabs. I absolutely love this stuff. This is calorific. For a tablespoon, it's about 70 calories, so I only use a little bit. But I'm going to stick a little bit on the old kebab meat. As I've overcooked it anyway, it is a bit dry. So let's chuck a bit of this sauce on it. And let's see what we are saying with a bit of sauce on. What a combination that is. This stuff is quite calorific, but this is definitely worth the calories. I absolutely love this house dressing, especially when I'm having something Greek or a salad. But yeah, MyProtein Chicken Kebab Meat. Really, really tasty. Cooks in 6 minutes, not 8 minutes. So it's really, really quick. Macros in it are great. Yeah, I'm going to tuck into the rest of this bag over the next couple of days to finish it off. Definitely worth the calories. We're continuing the content in the kitchen because the chicken doner that I just tried for MyProtein was the starter And now it's time for the main course. I have got the new protein chicken Katsu curry inspired cuisine meal from ALDI. I don't know if you can you? I don't want to tip it too much, but anyway, this is it cooked. In fact, I'll just put a picture up of it cooked in the video when I edit it. Oh, I've just semi-tasted it there because I've spilt a bit over the side, stirring it up. Anyway, this is cooked diced chicken breast in Katsu style sauce with cooked basmati rice, pinto, and edamame beans, or edamame, or edamame, or however you flipping pronounce it, I don't know, soybeans, basically. Again, I'm just trying it, again, a little bit. I've said this before in these videos, I don't really eat a lot of ready meals, but I understand why some people do eat ready meals. Quick, convenient, and the macros in this, like I said, 370 calories. Did I tell you? I can't remember. 370 calories, 33. It says 33. Come on, don't let yourself down, Aldi. It's 33.9, so let's go 34 grams of protein and 9 grams of fibre, which is, decent macros. Really good macros. How big's the portion? 350 grams, so that's not ridiculous. I've just had 75 grams of chicken doner meat, so I'm on 425 grams of volume for lunch. Okay, here we go. It's been nuked to perfection, and it looks rather hot. Anyway, I've got two bits of chicken. I only want one bit. I want one bit of chicken. I want a bit of bean. And I want a bit of rice. Right, let's give it a go. Okay, we always have to have two. Don't taste about. Don't know how to describe it. I'm a bit disappointed. It smells pretty decent, and it's got some heat in my mouth. I can feel a bit of like some chili in there, but it's just very, very bland, and it shouldn't be. I've literally just chucked. Yeah, I've literally just, that's how I'm feeling right about now. I've just decided to chuck half of it all over myself. But yeah, it's a bit bland. It's a bit tasteless. And one thing a curry should never be is bland or tasteless. Right, let me go in for one final do. To make me want to eat that, in fact, I'm not going to eat it. It is rubbish. That is not good at all. Macros are amazing, but there's no point eating something just... I say there's no point. I know some people eat, oh, it's just fuel. And people are just going to go, it's 370 calories and it's X amount of protein, X amount. I like stuff to taste nice. And that is bland and boring. It's a bland, boring bowl of slop. Yeah. That is not for me, and the rest of that is going in the bin. I didn't rate the chicken doner meat. I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10. That was banging. In fact, because this is going in the bin, I'm going to cook some more of that for the rest of my lunch. That is a 2 out of 10. Worth the calories? No chance. I would not waste your money on that whatsoever. Next up, it is movie night here in the Scurra household. And you can't have a movie without some popcorn, but not just any popcorn. We've got new Butterkist crunchy caramelised biscuit popcorn. Yes! Biscoff popcorn. We've had this a little bit, actually, and just never tried it. But today is the day. So, 30 gram serving, which is a fifth of the bag. 129 calories. Which is pretty damn decent. 100 grams is 429 calories. But you didn't know this. But toffee popcorn like this, or the original toffee popcorn, is actually less calories per 100 grams than sweet and salted. Check it out. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Right, so, yeah, I love Biscoff. It's one of my favourite things to eat. High hopes for this. I'm classing this as a treat food, so I'm not really too worried about protein fibre, but because it's popcorn, it will actually have a little bit of fibre in it, to be honest with you. 1.2 grams of fibre for your 30 gram serving, and 0.9 grams of protein. All right, let's give it a go. Gotta go in twice. That's lovely. Do you know what? It's not got a slap in the chops flavour of like Biscoff or caramelised biscuit as they call it. It kind of hits the mouth like normal toffee popcorn. Then the Biscoff sort of comes through at the end. I'm going to go in once more. Lovely. Yeah, big fan of that. If you like toffee popcorn and you like Biscoff, you'll definitely like that. And I like both of those things. Like I say, not a mega strong flavour of Biscoff. I just looked in the bag. There's a bit there with a load of toffee on it. There's just certain bits of toffee popcorn that you get that are just like, absolutely sensational. Anyway, yeah, big fan of that. 129 calories to 30 grams is great. Do you know what? I was going to show you what a 30 gram serving is of popcorn, because it's great for volume in terms of popcorn makes you feel like you're having a lot more than you actually are. Anyway, I'll weigh out a 30 gram portion, take a picture of it, and I will pin it to the video. But is this stuff worth the calories? 100%. Going to give it a rating. I could have had it a little bit more Biscoffy, but that's because I'm an absolute Biscoff freak. Is Biscoff even a word? I have no idea. But I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'm a fan of that. And is it worth the calories? Yeah, of course it is. And the final one for this episode, last but by no means least, we've been to Morrison's shopping and I've finally picked up the Nutella Ice Cream. I'm an absolute ice cream freak. I flipping love the stuff. Ice cream cheesecake. If you ever invite me around for tea and you want to know what I want for pudding, ice cream or cheesecake. I also love a cheeky bit of Nutella as well. So this could be a match made in heaven. Now, from memory, this was £5.19 a tub. Yes, it hurt me to pay for it. If you ever get it on offer, Morrison's, let me know, because I don't really want to pay £5.19 again for a tub of ice cream, even if it is the dog's danglies. Anyway, it says a portion, 2 scoops, 100 ml, is 168 calories. Well, there are 790 calories in here. So basically 4.7 portions as they're working out. But big question is it worth the calories? Is it worth 168 calories for basically a fifth of this tub? Obviously, it's a treat food. It's not something we're going to tuck into every single day. I will point out, there's only 230 grams in this tub of ice cream, which means it's a very light ice cream. Volume's pretty rubbish. But anyway, let's get into it. Now, I took it out of the freezer about 3 minutes ago. So is it soft sort of serve ice cream, or is it hard ice cream? Oh, it cracked as the spoon went into it. Has it got a chocolate top? It has. It's got a chocolate, like, crunchy layer on top. I've not even read the description of it, to be honest with you. I just thought it would be a tub of ice cream flavoured with Nutella. I didn't think it'd have a top to it or anything, but it has. Oh, it's got a proper crispy, crunchy layer of chocolate on top. And then the ice cream underneath. I don't think there's anything else in there. I have no idea. Anyway, let's give it a go. See if there's anything else in here. And I think there's just bits of chocolate. Yeah, it looks... Or is there a different layer? Hang on. I've got to investigate. I've gone deep. Is that like a mousse? I don't think I'm going to be able to show you on camera. It looks like... So you've got a crispy chocolate top. Then you've got a layer of ice cream. And then it looks like it's a layer of something else and then a different colour at the bottom. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going in for a second one. After a second do, I don't think it is any different. I just think it's a layer of chocolate, ice cream, and I think there's another layer of chocolate a bit further down, then just ice cream again. Anyway, obviously I can't quite make my mind up off two, so I'm going to have a third one. That is absolutely sensational. It is delicious. Obviously, if you love Nutella. Does anyone not love Nutella? Maybe if you have a nut allergy. You probably don't love Nutella, but wow. Absolutely wow. I'm trying to see a description of it. I need to get better lighting in here because obviously we're in winter time now, or getting into winter time, and the lighting, it might look good on the camera, but it ain't that great in here, and I can't read the flipping thing that's on there. Anyway, yeah. I am putting the lid back on. That's all I've had. I'm putting the lid back on. Honestly, it's not getting broke out again today. Yeah, that is absolutely, it's delicious. It really, really is. Nice little surprise. Maybe I should have got a clue from the picture that there was a chocolate topping and then ice cream underneath. But yeah, absolutely banging. To demolish that whole tub, you're talking 790 calories. Could I do it in one sitting without even breaking a sweat, without even thinking about it? But yeah, that is top tier ice cream. What am I going to give it out of 10? I'm going to go for a 9. I'll tell you why I'm going to go for a 9, not give it a clear 10. Because I can't think. Maybe I'd have liked, you know, like you get a Ben and Jerry's. I tell you why I'm going to give it a 9, actually. Because it's £5.19 a tub. It's delicious ice cream, but it is ridiculously expensive. And I do need to take that into account when doing these reviews. So, it's absolutely banging. It's a 9 out of 10. Is it worth the calories? 100%. 185%. There we go, what we saying. Anything there you try, anything there you have tried, like, no, Neil, that isn't worth the calories. Let me know in the comments. And until next time, yeah, make sure as always you are, because I'm always watching, make sure you are bossing your weight loss.